Well, good Saturday morning. There's a little color coming. It's raining. Wind has been blowing all freaking night. And I didn't latch the gate open at the feed barn. So I have no idea if it blew shut. That's happened. That's why it gets a chain on the other gate or on the post to hold it open. But I don't know what time it was. I went to bed early and listened to the freight train all night long. I chose not to get dressed and come out and make sure the gate was open. It can't latch shut because the sag end of it comes below the latch, but I still don't know. I can't freaking see from here. Not enough light out there. It's something else I gotta look for. At one point in time, we had a couple LED yard lights we were gonna put up so we could see some more things, especially during calving season. Anyway, yeah, it's raining. And I'm late. Not too late, but I'm late. Had to grab a different coat. Got my rain hat this morning. My other hat's still wet, even though it's been in a spot it should have dried out. My gloves are still wet. And I do talk about that nice coat that Brendan sent me. It is a nice coat. It really is. I mean, for me, if I got a long sleeve hickory shirt on, it's good enough to come out and feed when it's down to freezing or close to freezing. But when you get a quarter inch of rain in just a couple hours and you're out in it, it soaks it up. Soaks it through. So, but time for my daily. Check that on. Open that. And. As long as it's just to the very corner above it, that's good enough for me. Same thing at night for these girls. Oh, and this is the part I was going to regret today, because yes, I do actually have a rib out of place underneath my right shoulder blade. Hey, I think it's going to get really nice. Yeah, weather guessers didn't tell me about any of this stuff. Just that we're going to have rain. What do you think? Do you want to take my phone? No? What of you? You don't want to take my phone either? What about you? No sauce. Well, I can't get within a foot of him. Almost, but not quite. And Ty's going to really wish when she finally gets around to halter breaking these girls that she'd have done it a couple months ago. Well, guess where I found all but one cow? There's one. Right there. Rest of them are out here. One of those things, I knew I should have. It's not latched. They just won't push through it. So, hopefully, it'll stay open long enough that they can all get over there while I feed the bulls and the steers. I can shut it on my way back by. If they've been in there very long, they're all going to take their turn at the water trough. So it'll take them a little bit. Yeah, all the cows are over here now. By the time I fed the bulls and the steers and came back, the gate was shut and the barn was empty over there. And silly me, what do? I go to chain the gate open. I stepped out and all I had to do was reach over the other gate, lift up a little bit and close it. So, yeah, one morning I didn't have to walk in the shit and I did. But anyway, I don't think that was laying there when I was in here earlier. It is now. Guess we're putting the boards back on top of it today. I don't see anything else been blown around, but the dogs are telling me, hey, Dad, the wind's blowing. Well, take this up there with me. Oh, yeah, there's 2 or 3 deals of big bill twine laying underneath it. At least they went with it. I don't know what's going on around here. She's letting the rest of the steers out. The gal we sold those 5 to, her dad decided he wants to buy the other 2 extras we had. And actually separated nicely. I just pulled this gate around in there, and one of them was up in this corner already, and the other one was close to it. And they're both right here. Pair together. They're like Mutt and Jeff, but they fit close together. They don't look like much of a pair, but they get along great. Don't you, buddy? Yeah. That's the biggest thing. 611D and 225K, I think it is. Maverick and Viper. Yeah, Maverick and Viper, she says. So we're getting. Maverick is 225. Go get weights on these. He was the second one. Get them delivered. Sorry. If she hits me with the gate, first thing first, go get the cow shit off my shoes so I can get in the pickup. But yeah, our morning definitely changed. It would have been nice to have gone a little sooner because it actually wasn't raining for a couple hours. And it's lighting back up, but it's still raining now. Anyway, it just means we get it all done, other than the 4 that are already scheduled for delivery at the end of next month, last half of next month, I should say.
My hands are frozen from the gate.
Yeah, mine too. I didn't wear my gloves because they're still softening up from yesterday. They are in their new home. Yeah. They get over there. The other 5 are over there. And she's happy, and her dad's happy. Those, I think, get around to where her dad can see him out his window. So that's a good thing. And of course, it started raining after we got them unloaded. It rained most of the way here too. Well, that sure looks different than it did yesterday morning. There's like, not even a full scoop on the bucket over there. It's rocks and leaves and a few sticks. So very thankful that it worked out to get rid of all that yesterday. Now if Brooke and Matt will come get the rest of their firewood logs. And we really haven't got much done today. Those steers separated off very nicely. I was really, really happy about that. We ended up making our delivery early. Of course, we didn't get out of there till later. The gal likes to talk, and Ty likes to talk to her, and she's nice to talk to, so, we got home, had a late lunch, and Becky and I went to the house and did some paperwork. Ty cleaned the trailer up and put it away. After that was all done, it quit raining. Go figure. So, and that's kind of what it's been, paperwork day. I just decided since the sun was shining and the pups hadn't been out for a while, maybe they needed to come out. They've all gone potty, so that's a good thing. Something else I was going to mention, and I don't know what it was. You know how that goes. So, anyway, I may let these guys run around a little bit, but I don't want them up here. I want them down below. That's going to be what we get for a sunset tonight, because it's supposed to start raining here in about a half an hour or so. And I debate. Do I walk out in the manure, hook the gate, or do I leave it? I hope it doesn't swing shut on them. Who do you think's going to be first? My bet's on 241. If you bet against me if I bet on her, well, that's your fault. Anyway, they can get in here and get their dinner. And I'm going to take a chance, I think. I may regret that here in another few hours, but for right now, screw it. And then clean that tomorrow, or, well, they won't have it clear empty tomorrow. I don't think there'll be enough left in there to make tomorrow night without adding a bale. 2-year-olds are going to need a bale by then, I think, too. Maybe. And I can peek through here, and I still see hay in that feeder, so steers are good for a bit. And I still don't remember what it was I was going to talk about. It was something good. Oh well. I suppose I could talk about a nice guy I just met a little bit ago. Becky, once in a while, will she either do a pickup order at Fred Meyer's for groceries, or occasionally Wally World and get delivery. I mean, for what they charge to deliver it, you can't pay for the gas to go to town, let alone come back. So her and Ty ordered some stuff. Usually it's, brands we trust more than others. The guy that delivered it happens to live in Cornelius. Has lived there for a few years now. He's one of those unlucky souls who I'm gonna guess he's probably type 1 diabetic. That could be type 2, but either way, his whole family got COVID when it first come around. Everybody else got over it in a few days, but not him. Since he was diabetic, it kind of did a number on him, it sounded like. It took him over a month to get over it, and then he was a few months after that before he'd go back to work. So he's done some diet changes. Sounded like he was growing a garden about like what our neighbor used to grow. So, and he was very appreciative of farmers. I thanked him very much for that. Because, growing the garden on the scale he was growing, he's got a clue what goes into it. And he says the meat he gets from a local farmer. He's gotten to know quite a few of them around Cornelius. And he says, I know where it comes from. My wife doesn't want to know where it comes from. I, on the other hand, he says, I'm out at the guy's place almost every day. He says, I go out and I help him feed. He says, I know what they're getting. I know what the animals are. I told him that is perfect. So, anyway, we both agree the crap that comes in a box is just that. And the canola oil is still meant to be a lubricant, not a food source. So, hey, now you know that about me. Unfortunately, it's in everything. And it's one of those things that causes inflammation. And that's one of the things that he has an issue with, is inflammation after having COVID. So he says, he says, there's not only oil we use in the house is olive oil. That's good. I mean, other than that, the only other thing you should use is bacon grease and tallow. Things that God intended us to use. My 2 bits, by the way. And I know a lot of people share my 2 bits. Anyway, these guys are waiting for their grain. And those guys need me to get another bale of hay up. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a great Saturday. Our Saturday turned out good. I got 2 less mouths in here to feed, which means I can cut down a little bit on the feed for a while. And I got some more money in my pocket. Well, in the farmer's pocket. So yeah, my pocket. Anyway, hope you all have a great Sunday. Thanks for watching, everyone.